if I traded it all, if I could.
So welcome back, everyone. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We're going to share the show in just a little bit. I have with me another newbie. I have with me Stan Chaplin, and he is the owner of Capital Project Associates. Welcome to the show. You got to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Okay, well, Capital Project Associates, we purchase properties and we sell properties. I spent most of my life in the construction industry, and then the past 25 years have been in finance and accounting. And so when I came to Phoenix, I decided to get into this business.
Okay, but so you call yourself a realtor?
No, we actually consider ourselves to be a real estate service company. We have affiliations with companies who bring employees into the valley and who are in need of sometimes bridge housing, might be long-term. And so we going to provide a service to them, and they have serviced us. It's really an employee benefit because then we go out and look for properties, for homes, single-family homes in the areas that these people will be living in, and then reach out to homeowners who are in the market to sell their homes and try to find a fit there.
So you almost have, if I'm getting you right, a buyer.
Yes.
Ready to go because
yes.
You have people that have talked to you that told you I have people that are going to be coming in town.
Right.
Who are those people that contact you? Because you work both sides, correct?
Right. We have affiliations with various companies, and this is, it is nationwide. We really work. My company works in Phoenix, but, there are relationships that people are coming in here. Recently or currently I'm working with someone, a young lady who's coming in from Los Angeles and looking for a property. And so I've been working with her and have some properties and that we own, and also looking for others to provide for her. So.
Now, you're valley-wide, then you work valley-wide, and you do free consultations with people.
Definitely, both ways. We deal with the home sellers as far as determining value, also what their best solution is for selling their home. There are not one size fits all. And then we also work with the home purchaser, because a lot of times someone's coming in and maybe the time for work, their time of employment with a certain company or different things might put them in a situation that they can't just go and get a mortgage. And so we provide services there that we deal with what we call lease option, rent to own, and then it works both ways.
Oh, so you offer a plethora of different ways that somebody can move here.
Yes.
Basically, they're most of them moving in town.
Exactly.
Okay, and so your basic clients and so your clients who are who?
Right.
Right. They're but anybody that's coming in town, or even
right.
What about people who are here?
Well, we also
I have to ask that.
and I'm glad you did, because we have developed a database from that. We might have people who are interested in homes, and only one person gets a home, and so we have developed a database, and so we have that as well, and people are looking, and so we are always in the market for a match, to provide a match for both sides.
Now, your phone number for them to call is 602-633-1128.
Yes.
And your website is capitalprojectassociates.com.
That's exact.
Now, you also do these credit assessments and evaluations. So let's talk about that.
Well, let's say from the buyer standpoint, we will help them with a credit assessment, and also the ability of what they can afford to purchase and to rent. And we also provide. Let's say that someone's isn't prepared to go to the mortgage company, and we provide credit services to prepare them let's just say that we.
Let's just say their credit ain't so great.
Well,
Let's call it what it is.
Okay. So someone is in a house, so we have a lease option for 1 year. Okay. So we prepare them to be able to purchase that house within that option time. That's our goal.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So, in other words, it's almost like a rent-to-own situation.
Well, that's exactly what it is.
Okay. And so they rented for a year, and after a year, that you have now, during that year,
Right.
you have prepared them so that after that
Yes.
year, they will now
Yes.
start owning the home.
Yes.
They will own the home.
Exactly. We have credit repair / brokers, mortgage brokers who, work with us on that basis.
Okay. And so, and when people are coming into town, and that's when they talk to you and they tell you
Right.
this is where they're at. Then do most people do that where they rent to own, or do they come in and actually purchase, or do you have both?
We have both. The houses that we own long term ourselves, we go either way. We also provide a service with the seller, and that we deal strictly on a rent to own basis.
So as the listeners right now that are listening, are you looking, talk to them right now of the people that own houses, they would call you up and say, hey, I want to sell my house
Right.
to somebody, or I want to rent my house to somebody that might want to own it.
Exactly.
Correct? So they would call you and have this conversation with
Exactly.
you. How does it work?
Well, we get as much information as we can. We find where the property is located, all the information about the property, and then we will do an assessment of the valuation, and then try to fit, the right person. If it's someone that we may purchase a house outright or provide the service, for that, and that's part of the determination which works best for them.
Now, again, your phone number to call is 602-633-1128. Your website is capitalprojectassociates.com. They're rated with the Better Business Bureau. They're valley-wide, and they do free consultations.
Exactly.
And so a lot of people own houses. There's a lot of people out here that own more than one that are investors. Do you work with them?
Yes. We work with investors, maybe a rehabber who has a house that isn't selling. And so that's a perfect situation.
Let's talk about that. So you've got a house that is just not selling, and you want and you'll come in, and what do you do?
Well,
Do you buy it outright, or do you again try and just fill that house?
Generally, in that case, we will provide the service, where we will find the renter or the rent-to-own tenant, and then we will find someone that is to their acceptance and negotiate their terms, and then.
So how about a person out there that's listening right now that says, you know what, I've been renting in this house, and I've been putting, let's say, for 5 years, all this money that just goes away. Okay. And then they call you, though they could call you and say, what properties do you have? Or could you, let's say, talk to their
we could do that.
owner
we could
say,
do
could
that.
you do me a favor and talk to them because I love the house. I don't want to move.
Yeah.
How does it work?
Yes, we could do that. We're very, very flexible in that way. We could find them a house. They tell us what area they're looking for. They could look on MLS, and then we will work, with those buyers the sellers if we can.
So in any way, you're basically here to help
both sides. Yes.
Both sides of it.
Exactly.
People that are coming in, and we have people that are listening from all over right
Yes.
now. So, and maybe you know someone that wants to move, that has to move here. Maybe their credit isn't the greatest. Right. They can help out. A rent-to-own situation is awesome. They only have to live there 1 year, and you can turn that. What are the requirements?
Well, the requirement there will have to be able to pay the rent. You know what it is. We do run a credit check. Okay, we will check their record for housing,
Right.
And, we lose
And
things.
then they already know that you might be in a situation, but they're
Right.
going to help you then after 1 year
Right.
get yourself.
Oh.
And if you're listening here and you own a house and you want, or maybe you don't, maybe you have a house there that's just not selling,
Right.
they'll come in. They might be able to find somebody, a tenant for you,
Exactly.
or they might just take it and take care of it for you. That phone number to call is 602-633-1128. Their website is Capital Project Associates. They are valley-wide. They do free consultations. They're rated with the Better Business Bureau. They help everybody on both sides. Again, that number to call them is 602-633-1128. Check them out on their website. It's capitalprojectassociates.com.
across the line.